Good morning, everyone. Brian here with BMK Retro Gaming. This morning, not too much going on. I just have a little double unboxing video for you guys, as I had two come in on Monday. And, well, we have the ColecoVision Original Library review coming up on Wednesday, so good to go ahead and get them out of the way now. This first one is to myself from Phoenix Picks. See, there was another one on the back, but that's the whole funny story with this one is that I'd actually ordered it about mid last month, before Thanksgiving, and then got informed by the seller on eBay that unfortunately they had been informed by another buyer that they had gotten my order, and sure enough, when mine came in, it was theirs. So it took a while, since I didn't realize I had a box which I could use to go ahead and use the printed label, the QR code for them to print a label at no cost to me to send it back, at no cost to myself, of course. And so I got it back on its way. I believe it was around it was late last month, I know that. Anyway, we did an exchange, return and exchange, and the seller went ahead and included two extra little games as a little bit of extras as an apology, and had to arrange a refund for everything. Of course, though, I had paid with a prepaid debit card, which kind of works like a gift card and can't really be loaded with money, so it didn't go through as it was supposed to. But still, I got my order back, and the two extras are in good working condition. And apparently the other buyer got their order too, as far as I know of. So, all good. I mean, these things can happen, especially around the busy big holiday seasons like around Thanksgiving and Christmas season. It's not that unusual of a deal for somebody to make a mistake like that on occasion. And they went out of their way to try and make sure it got corrected, so all good. Anyway, the first two things which came in, which I will show you, are here. The two extras. One is a copy of Video Pinball, which anyone who's been watching my unboxing videos would know. I acquired a copy locally of this. I believe it was last month or in October. So it's a double I don't really need, as well as a copy of the Atari VCS 2600 original library game Berserk, which I also had acquired quite some time ago, a copy of locally. So it's another double I don't really need. But fortunately, these two, the reason why they're not in the box, besides having been taken out and tested as I usually do, is the top labels had been a bit loose on both, so applied a bit of a glue stick to them, and around 7:30 in the morning they should be pretty well set and ready to go again, though maybe still not perfect, still a lot better than not having them. Anyway, since I don't need them as doubles, they're going to go to my friend James Witt, or James Brad Witt, who does not have them and can use them. I've already consulted with him, so they'll be, once I can afford to ship them his way, they will be another small little late Christmas present for him. Anyway, the one that I did order for me, which came, and I am fairly well pleased with, there was a box inside the bag, is a loose copy of the Atari 7800 original library game, One-on-One Basketball. Just like with the others, I already went ahead and tested this. It works fine. Took a little bit of head cleaning and was a bit finicky before that, but works just fine. In fact, the seller wanted me to make sure that they know that everything is in good working order, because they've had some orders which were sent back because although they were tested and working when they had been sent, when they arrived, they weren't, so possibly damaged in transit. I mentioned I've never personally had that happen before, hardly, and wasn't terribly worried about it, but since I don't like to present you guys with anything unboxed or review whatever, which I do not know to be in good working order myself if I can avoid it, yeah, I go ahead and test everything myself anyway, so they all work just fine. and Mr. James Witt. Might be a little time considering everything I've got going on and all, but you're going to get those two after a while, so that's one. Get this back in there real quick. Oh, and the seller had also sent me a nice little note that says thanks and also is eBay branded. You guys might be able to see or read, but it says, thanks so much. Sorry for the mix-up and all the delays. Merry Christmas. It also says on the, not in his handwriting, but what eBay has on here already, says, your order made my day. I hope this package makes yours. Well, it kind of did. It had been sent off about Thursday after I'd been expecting it to be sent last Tuesday. And, well, with the same shipping priority I sent back the, I'd used to send the return with, about 3-4 days is about what it should have taken, so pretty efficient. And like I said, these mistakes happen on occasion, and at least the buyer recognized the mistake was their goof and not mine or the other. The seller realized that the mistake was their goof and not mine or the other buyers, and worked to get it corrected. So maybe out a bit for it and all, but you know, hey, if it had been me in those shoes, I'd have been like, yeah, I need to go ahead and fix this, whether I'm out some for it or not, because that's kind of just doing the right thing when that happens. Oh, would you get down there? Ugh. Finicky little box. Anyway, that was a nice one to get. Gives me one other Atari 7800 original library game for my collection, and for this channel to have to work with. Which, nothing wrong with that. Those and ColecoVision original library games I sometimes run a bit low on. Just haven't had as much of a chance to collect on as I would like. And then, of course, also tested and working and pre-opened is... This one's from Josh Millard. In North St. Paul, Minnesota, and to myself, of course. And it is a CIB complete in-box copy of the Atari 7800 original library game Donkey Kong Jr. And as described, it has been opened at the top. So, but I checked, it works fine and is in good shape. Has the manual and everything with it. Nothing wrong with this one. So it was pre-opened before. Could be worse. Besides, you guys know me, I'm going to open them myself anyway. These things were made to be played, not just sit around and look pretty and all, so I wouldn't do that anyway. And the box does have maybe just a little bit of bend down here and all. That could be maybe from shipping, maybe not. But it's still largely intact, and unless you look at, you know, like this way from the side and all, it's hardly noticeable. I can hardly get it to show up on camera that I could tell, so. And I was really looking forward on this one in a way too, because, well, as you guys, if you've been watching my other videos already know, you know, on that other double unboxing video, I'd mistakenly ordered yet another copy, a double of the Atari 7800 Donkey Kong original library port, which I already have. It turned out to be another double, and I'm on do what I have to do to either get to a good home or somebody can make better use of it than I can't and won't. I'm actually send it back to the one who sent me the first package. I've already mentioned I may do that. And they were out a little bit for having to correct this mistake, and I don't mind sending some games that they can resell to kind of find a good home, but that's unfortunately, you know, kind of like the other ones I've had that I put in that special offer before. Atari 5200 Pac-Man and Atari VCS 2600 Miss Pac-Man. They're very, very common original library games, so might take a while to get rid of, but sooner or later you probably find somebody who wants them and be able to get back some return on them. So, and me, I'd rather they go to a home where somebody's going to enjoy them and play them and treat them like games because they were made to be played. So, heck, in some cases, if somebody wants to take them and use them in homebrew or pro-brew game development, you know, to do that, better them not being used at all. Though, to me, nicer if they go to somebody who wants them and will play them, so. And all three are working games. Anyway, so that's the two that I had gotten here recently. Both, in my view, very nice packages. Donkey Kong Jr. I'll definitely enjoy. And one-on-one basketball, I'm not very familiar with yet, and testing it out, how do you say, well, I managed to steal the ball and make one basket. But other than that, the darn thing's a bit tough if you don't know exactly what you're doing. I'll look up the instructions and figure it out. And one of them will be coming up for review, likely for next week's Atari 7800 original library review anyway. So, anyway, just wanted to get this out of the way, show you guys what I got with those two packages. Again, the ColecoVision original library review is coming up tomorrow, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Big shout out to my Atari 7800 Pro System Gamers Facebook group. Love you guys over there. Very wonderful group to be in. And also to my Atari 2600 Facebook group, another wonderful group which I love being into. You guys should both be getting this video hopefully before too terribly long goes by. And in the meantime, if you enjoy my channel's content, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And don't hesitate to leave any questions, comments, or suggestions down in the comment section below. You guys take care, have a wonderful Tuesday, and I will see you again hopefully on Wednesday.